Welcome back. Today, we're not going to be taking a look at the top 50 coins. We'll be taking a look at the hottest categories on CoinGecko. And apparently, the BNB chain, Polygon, and Ethereum ecosystem is on fire. But I think we should be taking a look at the BNB chain ecosystem. What say you? Let's go. BNB chain ecosystem. We took a look at the top 10. So we've already seen Polygon, Dogecoin. Yeah. And we're just going to move on to the next one. We've already done Shiba Inu. Yesterday we did meme coins. So we're going to start with Uniswap. And then we'll follow it by Chainlink, Cosmos Hub, Toncoin, Fantom, the Graph. Frax is a stable coin, right? AAVE, Decentraland. And then Axie Infinity. And we'll end it with Injective Protocol coming in at number 88. Let's get straight into it. What is the first one? Okay, let's... okay, Uniswap. Are we ready, boys and girls? Are we ready? Let's go. Uniswap against BTC. Here we are. UniBTC. Okay, one thing about Uniswap BTC, we've been mentioning this week after week after week after week. You can see mountains here. Mountains, mountains, mountains. I'm going to slice through and take out all of these lows. All, absolutely all. There are 4 clusters of stop sells over here. Big sell clusters, which I think is going to be taken up by the whales of Uniswap. So you need to be very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Uniswap. I still smell weakness for Uniswap against BTC, so I think we're just gonna slice through the support line over here. So be very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Uniswap BTC. If Uni BTC drops, very likely Uni USD is going to drop as well, right? We still have our hard target here at sub $2, 196. So this means that potentially BTC could be dropping hard, very hard. But if BTC doesn't drop hard, then we could be forming a ABCD over here, a squeeze of sorts, and then we could be heading to 24 instead of $2. So which is it? We're not too sure. We're usually on the same page as BTC. If BTC drops, very likely Uni is going to drop as well. Moving on would be Chainlink. Link against BTC. What's up, Sergey? Link against BTC. Yes, sir. We've been tracking this falling channel for many weeks, and it continues dropping. Again, a falling channel and a falling channel within a falling channel. Usually, falling channels break higher, but the question always remains, is this the low? Could we see another low, right? A lower low, maybe? We could, right? So again, we're still not entirely sure for Link BTC. We feel like there's still more downside, so it's a no-go for us. Link against USDT, we still have downside targets, hard targets towards the downside, sub $4 from where we are right now to $4. This is going to be almost 50%, right? 47% is a lot. It's a lot. And this would probably tie in with the 5 waves theory, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 waves down. And this whole thing could be the falling channel for Link USDT, right? We attempted to break the skinny pink line, but we failed. We rose up, but we got slapped back down. You see that? This is why you get mountains. You tried a rally, but you got slapped down. Rally, you got slapped down. So it feels to me like, just by looking at the candlesticks, you can feel that there is weakness for Link against USDT. So more likely than not, we're probably going to head towards the support again. We're probably gonna maybe get another mountain over here and slice through to sub $4. That's where I'm feeling. That's where my bias is right now. Could things change, in future? As in, we just start reversing? Of course. Does it change anything about Chainlink? No. Chainlink is still a solid project. I still trust in Sergey Nazarov, but yeah, technically it doesn't really look that good. So I'd be very cautious about buying Chainlink at this point of time, right? Cosmos Hub, Atom against BTC. Here we are for Atom. Again, we have been in a very large accumulation zone over here, right? We have been ping-ponging around the support and resistance. So I suspect, again, I also suspect that we could be taking out these lows. We might not, and we might form maybe a symmetrical over here, right? ABCDE here, when we break higher for Atom BTC. Entirely possible, but I just don't see anything yet for Atom BTC, so I'd be very cautious about rushing into anything. Atom USDT, the hope is that we form an ABCDE over here. We break higher, right? Best thing that could happen for Atom, but yeah, we don't really You know, it's very hard to put on trades when we don't have any clear tradable chart patterns, right? We can plot the possibilities, but what happens to the charts, right, is totally out of our control. What's within our control is our buy price and our sell price. That's it. Our entries and our exit. Exit when you're right, exit when you're wrong. That's all we have. And yeah, chart patterns, to be honest, recognizing chart patterns, right, is 90% of the work, right? All you need to do is just click buy. That's it. So yeah, this is where all the work is, analyzing the charts, right? Is moving to the smaller time frames, looking at the skinny pink line, looking at the indicators, right? The lagging indicators, seeing whether if there's any information that you can extract from the indicators, and yeah, try to get an edge over everyone else in the market. You must have an edge over everyone else. Very important if you want to become a profitable trader. Toncoin against BTC. We look at it on Coinex. So for Coinex, we're already under the skinny pink line. Things are not looking good. This looks to me like a head and shoulders, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Not good, boys and girls. Not good. I think we're probably gonna check out these lows and these lows as well. So in my opinion, yeah, Toncoin is just not really looking strong. It's very weak, and we expect more downside for Ton BTC. I suspect that if Ton BTC drops, very likely Ton USD is going to drop as well. Although we're in some sort of a falling channel, not exactly a high quality one, and although we still have targets towards the upside, if Toncoin BTC is already under the skinny pink line, I feel like it's only a matter of time before Ton goes under the skinny pink line as well. So yeah, be very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Toncoin. Moving on to be Fantom, FTM against BTC. Fantom, okay, previously Fantom, we had head and shoulders over here. Can you see the beauty of this head and shoulders? What a beauty. Bam! We dropped, right? And then after that, what happened? Yeah, we got another rising. It's like a rising channel. Feels to me like we already crossed the support line. So there's a small rally right now. I think we might do something like this, right? Maybe rally back and then we drop, or we could just drop all the way. But the point is that the chart pattern isn't really that high quality over here. This was a high quality one. Head and shoulders, left, head, right. I suspect this is probably in preparation, right? A, B for another wave down, a probable wave C. So yeah, Fantom just isn't really looking that good. But we've already crossed the skinny pink line. We attempted to cross it, although we get slapped back down. You know that there is intent to push the price higher. However, yeah, we just don't see it yet. Right? It might not be what we think it is going to be. Again, this was the support. Support once broken becomes resistance. So if you pull it across, we actually went back up towards resistance, and at resistance we got pulled back down. At the same time, we might get another rally back up towards resistance. Resistance knocked enough times will be broken. So there could be a break of the resistance eventually, but we need to see a retest of the resistance, right? Is Fantom over? Yeah, we are almost oversold, right? On the RSI, almost oversold. Again, we're under the skinny pink line, so as long as we're above the skinny pink line, we remain with a bullish bias. But the moment we go back under the skinny pink line, we switch our bias to bearish. FTM against USDT. Yeah, so there's a big head and shoulders in the making over here. Left shoulder, head. If you get a right shoulder over here, FTM could drop. Again, there's just zero support over here. Yeah, until here. The next support, that's just a little bit over here at around 5 cents. We're at 37 cents right now. For us to fall from 37 to 5 cents is going to be brutal, absolutely brutal. But we're already above the skinny pink line. Although we are aware that there's a very nice support line over here, right? So there's some mixed signals here and there. If we could form a very nice ABCD here and we continue higher, then hey, we could forget about this, right? Of course we could forget about this, but we need to see that chart pattern come in first, right? Would be great though. This whole thing could be like a wave 1, we come up for a 2, we get a 3, 4, 5, right? You want to be able to plot all possibilities, both bullish and bearish. Still, I think that this is still a risk at this point of time, because Bitcoin is also feeling kind of weak to me at the moment. So Fantom is also feeling kind of weak on both pairs. So yeah, there are also a lot of coins that we've been looking at that has weakness in the charts. So we feel like Fantom could still be dropping lower. The graph against BTC, we are, again, there's weakness as well, right? Yes, we did cross the skinny pink line. Yes, there was an attempt to break higher, but we just got slapped back down, right? Because we did not build a foundation to break out from, right? And so, yeah, you could just easily pull the price back down. Right? Of course, there's a noisy area over here, and we're kind of hitting some resistance, but again, I don't see any reversal yet. So GRT BTC is still very weak to me. GRT against USDT, just like Fantom, we could be getting an ABCDE over here. Will we get it? We don't know. But at the same time, we might get also a descending triangle, which could still pull the price lower. So my point is that there's just nothing going on for the graph at this point of time. I would love to take trades for the graph, but there's just nothing. So we're going to be patient and we're going to wait for the whales to do their thing first. AAVE against BTC. Here is AAVE. AAVE continues dropping, but we're dropping in a very controlled manner. Very slow fall, very controlled and very slow fall, which is good. And we would expect once this slow fall ends, we will expect some volatility towards the upside, right? Some big volatility towards the upside. Big. if we were to drop lower, I suspect we're gonna take out these lows. Right, we've already taken out these lows. You see that? And I suspect that this is next. So yeah, and this whole thing, to be honest, is very scary to me, because this is a mountain range. Mountain 1, mountain 2. If we bounce over here, we could get mountain 3. This whole thing could be a descending triangle. AAVE could be in trouble. AAVE could be in trouble. We're under the skinny pink line though, and we've made several attempts to try to break it, but we didn't really successfully break it, and we just get pulled back down. So again, we have to be patient and we have to wait for bullishness coming first. We want to be able to spot bullishness. How would you know if bullishness is already back? Yeah, you start spotting valleys. Look at this, down, up. This is one very big valleys, right? Once you keep seeing mountains, right, you could smell the weakness, pew, right? And once you see buying pressure coming in, right, you start seeing valleys. This is a big valley, this is another valley, right? Even over here, before we broke higher, we got valleys, right? And after that, we started getting mountains. Yeah. So where's the valley? Where's the valley here? There's no valley yet, right? Okay, of course you can argue that this is a valley, this is a valley. Sure, of course, but we keep forming lower lows. So nothing of strength has come in yet, right? Nothing of strength. As long as BTC is weak, I suspect that AAVE BTC will continue being weak. AAVE against USDT, yeah. It's flagged rate because we're watching it very closely. The boys and I in Patreon are watching it very closely. We feel like this could be a ta-da! If you look very carefully. AAVE! So AAVE has a very nice symmetrical over here, right? And potentially we could get an A, B, C, D. We're very likely. Potentially, doesn't mean it is. In a wave, E. And then there could be a big breakout coming on for AAVE against USDT. We can't say for sure. We cannot guarantee that. But it looks like that to us at this point of time. Of course, we can also get mountains over here. And of course, we could still drop lower. Of course. But we're feeling pretty optimistic about AAVE. And if it were to drop any lower, I suspect there will be a very strong rally to come back up. So to us, AAVE actually looks good, to be honest. And we actually have a target for AAVE. It's actually 2345. Where's that? Okay, let's just change the coordinates to 234.5. Ta-da! This is our target for AAVE. A target fresh out of the oven. And we will expect AAVE to eventually go back up, right? Of course, the moment we take out these lows, this whole thing will be gone, right? So watch out for these lows being taken out. Like I was saying, we could get mountain ranges over here. and hit lower. So that's the danger for AAVE. So be very, very careful about rushing into a trade for AAVE. Where's this? AAVE USDT, correct. Next will be Mana! Mana against BTC. This is where Mana is. Mana BTC. Yeah, you could feel weakness, right? Lower low, lower low. I feel we're aiming to take out these lows over here. So there could still be much more downside for Mana against BTC. We are already under the skinny pink line, right? So the bias is already bearish for Mana BTC, right? The moment we cross the skinny pink line, the bias is bullish. Yes, we cross back down, but we zip back up, right? But yeah, this was a very strong sell. We tried to break back above it, but we failed, right? Try again, we failed. And we just keep forming lower lows. So weakness, there's weakness from Mana BTC, and we expect, yeah, potentially more downside. So be very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Mana. Mana against USDT, yeah, looks weak to me as well. Is there a possibility that we could see a reversal over here? Sure. You could argue that this could be maybe some sort of ABCDE eventually breaking higher. Could we hit lower? Of course, but I don't see the bearishness heading to, like, I don't know, 20 cents. I don't see it. We could, but I just don't see it for Mana USDT. Right, we're very close to the skinny pink line. So my assumption is we could do something like this. Get a C, right? An A down, C, up, D. We get an E somewhere here. Boom! But this could be already 2024. So which means that we could be consolidating and accumulating for the rest of the year. For the next 8-7 months, we could just be going sideways. So yeah, there could be an opportunity for Mana when the time comes. You want to get the timing right, but not before then, right? If you made an entry over here, you have to wait 7 months, 8 months, and you have to pay the opportunity cost, right? There could be a nicer chart pattern elsewhere, and that other coin could already be spiking up, but your money is tied up in Mana, so you can't make a move. So that's why timing is very important in trading. Super duper important. Axie Infinity, AXS BTC. So for Axie Infinity, we are continue. You can see the weakness, right? We are within the confines of the resistance and the support, right? We are also under the skinny pink line. Once we're under the skinny pink line, we switch to a bearish bias and we anticipate much more downside. So AXS is in a very deep correction. Any signs of a reversal? No. Are we super oversold? We're quite oversold, to be honest. But we respect the skinny pink line, right? As long as we are under the skinny pink line, we remain bias bearish for AXS BTC. No clear tradable chart patterns for AXS BTC. AXS USDT, we're saying, yeah, we could get a head and shoulders over here. And AXS USDT could hit much lower. How much lower? We're anticipating the possibility of 365. Brim full Asher on the 365. It's 45. 3.65. Yeah, 365 days in a year, right? So yeah, not really looking that good. More downside is to be anticipated for Axie Infinity. It's just not really looking that good. This is still another 45% towards the downside. I mean, of course, we could be wrong, you know, and we could just reverse from here, but no, I don't think so. I think 365 is kind of printed, set in stone. So yeah, it's not really looking that good. It's not looking that good. You see mountains, right? Every time there is a rally, we get pulled back down. Rally, we get pulled back down. We get pulled even lower. So yeah, be careful. Be very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Axie Infinity. Injective protocol, INJBTC. Okay, Injective has been rising, and it has made probably I could be wrong, but this is possibly a wave B, right? Down A, up B. We could be about to begin a wave C towards the downside. There could be a deep fall coming on for Injective BTC. I can't say for sure, obviously, but I feel like there could be another wave down for INJBTC. We might zip up a little bit more, but I feel it's possible that we could be getting a correction eventually, right? If I could count the waves, this could be a 1, down 2, up 3. I suspect this is a 4 in the making. So once wave 4 is done, we're going to zip up for a wave 5, potentially. There's going to be significant resistance over here. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see how it goes, right? This could already be the top. and we could be zipping back down from here. So again, I can't say for sure for Injective BTC, but I would not be making entries at this level. Absolutely not. Unless, of course, there's a chart pattern, right? Injective against USDT. Hey, this is engine, bro. Injective against USDT. Yeah, again, we're above the skinny pink line, so of course the bias is bullish, right? And like I was saying, yeah, this could also be a 1, 2, right? Up 3, down 4. Yeah, there could be a 5 coming on. I can also count this as a 1, 2, but I think this looks cleaner. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one coming for Injective. So yeah, I mean, of course we could be wrong and Injective could be collapsing from here, but again, there's just no clear tradable chart patterns, right? This is what I would consider as a double bottom, but you don't know it's a double bottom until it becomes a double bottom, and double bottoms are extremely hard to trade, right? Because you just don't know. I know we're above the skinny pink line. I know that this could be a possible wave 4 towards the upside, but again, we have to take things very, very slowly, right? One step at a time. So again, I'm not really sure if there's going to be any more upside or not for Injective, but it's just not really looking that well. So be very, very careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Injective. Alright, boys and girls, those are the top 10 BNB chain ecosystem. We did some previously, so we moved on to the following 10. And hope you guys like it, and I shall see you in the next one. Right? Have a great day. Ta-ta.